Hi everyone, it's Dawn and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a shorter, sweeter video. I don't know if it'll be sweeter, it'll be shorter. I've been making longer videos recently and I know I'm due for some shorter ones for those of you who like to just get in and out. So today's video is a foundation review and it is a drugstore foundation review. I've been a little bit crazy about Radiant Finish foundations lately because my skin has changed in the past few years. I've always had oily skin, and then as I got older, it started to become more normal and just oily in the T-zone. And now I'm noticing that I would almost venture to say that I have normal skin now. I don't even think it's oily anymore, but I have to go through one more spring and summer, this spring and summer, to tell, because that's when, you know, in the winter I always have drier skin. So anyways, I am 51, so that would make sense that my skin would get drier. So I've been experimenting a lot with Radiant Finish foundations, and I found one that I've been using for the past couple of months on and off. I have been reviewing some others, so I've been just rotating them. But this I have used for days consistently, and I have a really good feel for this foundation. It's a newer foundation from Maybelline, and I purchased mine at Target. And when I purchased mine, I did notice that Target had a little Clean at Target logo for this foundation. I have to do some research to find out exactly what that means, because I can't find this on the Think Dirty website or the EWG Skin Deep database where I go to review ingredients to see how clean they are. But anyway, it's got a Clean at Target logo for whatever that's worth. And this foundation comes in 20 shades, and there's a pretty broad range in each category: light, medium, dark. So you can hopefully find a match for your skin. I do have obviously fair skin, and I have neutral to rosy undertones. I can't use anything too yellow, but I can't use anything too rosy either, or it appears a little more kind of fluorescent or too white, almost the way that a sunblock would look when you put it on. It gives you that white cast. So lately I've been going for more neutral tones, but if I can't find a foundation with good neutral tones, I'll lean toward rosy, just so you know, because a lot of you who follow me have the same skin tone as I do. So I got mine in Fair Ivory, and it is the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation. And another thing I wanted to say about this is I love the packaging. It's a nice glass bottle. It's got a nice secure lid, so if you were packing this or something, it won't come off. You have to really kind of tug. And it's got a dispenser that I've been using this so much, and it stays neat. It's not a sloppy dispenser where you're always kind of cleaning it, and it also doesn't plug. So it's a really great dispenser. And I like the sleekness of the bottle, that it doesn't have like a lot of bright colors on it. So sitting on my vanity, it's not obnoxious or too cutesy. It doesn't look like my daughter's vanity. So I really do like the packaging, and I think it's very well thought out. The other thing I really like about drugstore products as a whole, but Maybelline, I've noticed, has been gearing many of their products and foundations toward older, mature skin. I think that companies are finally starting to realize that middle-aged and older women are the ones spending the most on their cosmetics. That's my theory. So this is made for the mature woman. And like I said, I'm 51, and it has collagen and hyaluronic acid in the formula. And like I said, it's a radiant finish, and it gives you 12 hours of hydration when you wear it. And I've put this to the test. It really does. It doesn't dry and crack during the day around my fine lines and wrinkles here in my eyes, or around my nose, or my nose here, or my mouth. Some foundations kind of settle there, and then throughout the day, they kind of crack a little. I've been doing some research on ingredients to try to find out what it is in a foundation that you need to have in a foundation to have it behave properly for most people. So anyways, Maybelline really does do a great job. And this does not have an SPF in it. I'm very sad to report, because it doesn't say it does. And I looked high and low on their website, and I can't find anywhere that there's an SPF in this. So I have been wearing my Australian Gold Antioxidant Rich SPF 50 beneath it. And that is my go-to SPF for days where I'm wearing a foundation that doesn't have any SPF and I know I'm gonna be outside a lot. And that SPF behaves very well beneath my foundations. So I just wanted to share that with you. So like I said, it does give you a nice radiant finish, and I choose not to powder over it. And for 12 hours, it does feel very hydrating. I never wear my foundation longer than 12 hours, so I can't attest to if you wear it for 15 or 24 hours. But the longest I've ever had it on is for 12 hours, and it does look beautiful at the end of the day. Typically, when I'm trying a new foundation, at the end of the day, prior to washing my makeup off, I get up very close to my magnifying mirror and take a good look at it. And just notice, is it gathering? Does it accentuate fine lines and wrinkles? Are there any areas that have really worn off? And I haven't noticed that at all. It doesn't wear off a lot on my iPhone, and I do wear glasses to read, and sometimes I do notice a little bit of it rubbing off here where my glasses sit on my nose. So, you know, there's that. So it isn't perfect, but it's pretty darn good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you how I like to apply this. I do have a special way, since it does have hyaluronic acid in it. Let's just get to it. And I have mine in Fair Ivory, and I have it on my hand. I pumped some out, and as you can see, the consistency is not runny like a serum foundation. It has no scent to it whatsoever. And because it has hyaluronic acid in it, I choose to apply it with a damp beauty sponge. Whenever I see hyaluronic acid in something, I always think it's better to have a little moisture or water with it, because hyaluronic acid does pull hydration, you know, out of the air. It pulls water out of the air. It can pull it out of your skin. So I like to give it a little moisture. I don't know if that's something you need to do. It's just, I don't know, again, my theory. I think that because hyaluronic acid does grab onto moisture, it will just grab onto the moisture in my beauty sponge. And I just kind of pack it onto my face like this. And then, as you can see, it matches my skin really well, the Fair Ivory. So if you are my skin tone, that should work. I have kind of pinky or neutral undertones in my skin. If I go too pink or rosy, it makes me look, it almost comes off a little too, like too much of a white cast. And the bad thing is that it doesn't say that it has an SPF, so I'm assuming it does not. And so I just use, I don't have it here to show you, my Australian Gold SPF of 50 beneath my makeup, and that is my favorite SPF to wear beneath makeup. So I put that on my face this morning. So anyways, I do sometimes like to use this one because it's got such good coverage. I put a teeny bit on my hand and use the tip of the beauty sponge and use it as a concealer as well. Just kind of shy. There. Okay, I'm gonna come in real close. Okay, I'm gonna put on my makeup and come right back. And I just wanted to show you up close how the foundation looks in natural light. You could see my freckles, and I don't mind that. So I'm back, and I don't have any powder on over my foundation. I just added blush, lipstick, and I did my eye makeup and my brows. So that's all I've done. So I'm letting the foundation just kind of do its own thing. I've worn it many times now. I've been wearing it since I got it a couple of months ago. I've been rotating it. I haven't been wearing it every day because I've been trying a few other Radiant Finish foundations from the drugstore as well. But I'm very pleased with this one, and I do think that it adds that extra hydration that my skin needs. And it works really well, especially the days right after I've used my Retin-A or my A313 when my skin tends to be a little drier. It doesn't gather onto dry patches. And like I said, it doesn't crack it doesn't get cakey and kind of crack like around my nose or beneath my eyes where my fine lines are when I smile. It's just a really beautiful foundation. I would really recommend it. Have you tried it? Let me know if you have and what your thoughts are. And also let me know if there's any foundations from the drugstore or actually any other foundations you'd like me to review here on my channel. I'd love to review them for you. So I hope that you all have a very blessed and beautiful day, and thank you for spending some time with me. I'll see you next time.